children, welcome to our numeracy lesson today. This lesson was produced by Rwanda Education Board with support from UNICEF. My name is Teacher John. Today's lesson is a lesson from Primary 4 Mathematics, Unit 2. For purposes of revision, friends from Primary 5 and Primary 6 should feel free to participate in this lesson. Dear adults, we appreciate your support during these radio learning lessons. Dear children, in this lesson, you are required to have your notebook, a pen, and a ruler. You have few seconds to pick them for those who don't have them yet. Welcome back, children. Now, let us review what we learned in the previous lesson. Dear children, what did we learn in our previous numeracy lesson? Very good. In our previous numeracy lesson, we learned a primary 6 lesson about rounding off whole numbers to the nearest millions. We learned that we round up by adding 1 in case the digit to the right of the millions position is greater or equal to 5. And we learned that we round down by keeping the digit in the millions position as it is if the digit to the right is less than 5. In both cases, each of the positions to the right of the millions position take on digit 0 after rounding up or rounding down. And in today's lesson, we will learn about a new type of numbers called integers. Repeat after me, integers. In today's lesson, we will learn about a new type of numbers called integers. But first, let us have a break. We will be back shortly.
Come along and play with us.
Welcome back, dear children. Like I said before the break, in today's lesson, we will learn about an introduction to a new type of numbers called integers. I-N-T-E-G-E-R-S, integers. But first, we will have a warm-up. Our warm-up song is about numbers. You may stand up and make any movement you'd like while we sing the song. Are you ready, children? Let's go. Natural numbers, natural numbers, natural numbers are numbers we count with hands and feet. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Whole numbers, whole numbers, whole numbers are natural numbers and a 0. And natural numbers and a 0. 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Integers, integers, integers are whole numbers and negatives. Are whole numbers and negatives. Negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, and so on. Negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Children, let us do one more time. Natural numbers, natural numbers, natural numbers are numbers we count with hands and feet. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Whole numbers, whole numbers, whole numbers are natural numbers and a 0. And natural numbers and a 0. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. integers, 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 whole numbers and negatives, whole numbers and negatives, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and so on. -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Dear children, I know you can try to sing it better. Let's do it one more time together. Let's go. Natural numbers, natural numbers, natural numbers, and numbers we count with hands and feet. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Whole numbers, whole numbers, whole numbers, and natural numbers and a zero. And natural numbers and a zero. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Integers, 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 whole numbers and negatives, whole numbers and negatives. -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and so on. -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Well done, friends. Dear friends, let us start by explaining more about integers. Well done, friends. I hope you're now ready to learn. And now you have a clue about what integers are. Well done, friends. I hope you're now ready to learn. And now you have a clue of what integers are. Dear friends, let us start by explaining more about integers. What are integers, dear friends? Very good. Like you heard from our warm-up song, integers are all whole numbers and negatives. Integers are all whole numbers and negatives. But remember, whole numbers are 0 and all other counting numbers from 1 onwards. For example, a set of whole numbers includes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Dear friends, that means a set of integers has 3 parts of numbers. What do you think they are? Perfect! The first part is the positive integers. These include all the counting numbers. They can either be written with or without a plus sign in front of them. These include +1, +2, +3, +4, and so on. The second part of integers is the negative integers. These are the negatives of counting numbers written with a minus sign in front of them. You know the counting numbers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Those are the counting numbers. And now negative integers, they are the negatives of counting numbers. They are written with a minus sign in front of them. For example, -1 is written with a minus and then a 1. -2 written with a minus and then a 2. -3 written with a minus in front and a 3. And so on. The third part of integers is 0. A 0 is neither negative nor positive. It is called a neutral integer. 0 is called a neutral integer. We don't put a plus sign or a negative sign on it. And that's it. Our set of integers has 3 parts. It has a part for negative integers, which are negatives of counting numbers. It has a part for positive integers, which are positives of counting numbers. And it has a part for 0, which is a neutral integer. Let us have a break. We'll be back shortly.
Come along and play
Welcome back, dear children. Before the break, we learned about what makes up a set of integers. We saw that a set of integers comprises of negative integers, positive integers, and a zero. Dear friends, integers are always written on what we call a number line. What do you think a number line is, friends? Perfect! A number line is just a horizontal line with integers written along its length. Dear children, positive integers are marked and written on the right hand of a zero and increase to the right. Remember, they may put or may not put a positive sign in front of the numbers. Negative integers are marked and written on the left hand of a zero. And that means a zero is the center of both negative and positive integers. Dear children, let us have some examples to make us know more about integers. Example 1. List integers from -5 to +4. Mark them on a number line. You have few seconds to try this out. Very good. First of all, list integers from -5 to +4. Thank you for those who tried out. The list of integers from -5 to +4 is -5, -4. Remember, we put a minus sign in front of each number to make it a negative integer. I repeat, -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, +1, +2, +3, and +4. That's the list of integers from -5 to +4. Now let us mark them on a number line, friends. First, use your ruler to draw a horizontal line of close to 10 centimeters. Use your ruler to draw a horizontal line of close to 10 centimeters. Let us begin by marking a point at the center of the line. Write a 0 on the mark but just slightly below the line. Write a 0 on the mark but just slightly below the line. On the right side of 0, mark and write the numbers +1, +2, +3, and lastly +4. Remember, I said with positive numbers we can either put the plus sign in front of them or we may not. Remember, friends, the spaces between the marks or integers should be uniform and maybe around 1 centimeter. Similarly, on the left side of a 0, mark and write the negative numbers -1, -2, -3, -4, and -5. Remember, we start with -1 closest to 0 and write towards the left up to when we write -5. We keep the spacing uniform as we did with positive integers. Very good, friends. Now let us have a short break. We'll be back with more activities.
Come along and play with us.
Dear children, can you try this out on your own? Draw a number line and on it mark a set of integers from -3 to +3. You will use it to answer the following questions. If an insect moves from -3 to +3, how many steps has it moved? If an insect moves from -3 to positive 3, how many steps has it moved? You have few seconds to do so. Well done, friends. Let us now check our answer. The set of integers from negative 3 to positive 3 include integers negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. I repeat, the set of integers from negative 3 to positive 3 include the integers negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. To mark them on a number line, we draw a horizontal line, mark 0 at the center. To the right side of 0, we mark and write integers positive 1, positive 2, positive 3 in that order. And then from 0 to the left side, we mark and write integers negative 1, negative 2, negative 3 in that order. Remember, the spaces between integers marked on a number line must be uniform. And now, using our number line to answer the question, the number of steps an insect moves from negative 3 to positive 3 is 6 steps. Well done, friends. Those who tried out, flowers to yourself. Dear children, before we end our lesson, let us review what we have learned today. What have you learned today? In today's lesson, we have learned about integers and marking them on a number line. We have learned that integers include positive integers, negative integers, and a 0. We learned that to represent integers on a number line, negatives are marked and written to the left of 0. Positives are marked and written on the right of a 0. For your homework, friends, draw a number line, mark and write on it integers from negative 5 to positive 5, and then use it to answer the following questions. How many steps are between negative 5 and positive 5? Which integer is 3 steps to the left of positive 1? Use the number line of integers from negative 5 to positive 5 to answer the questions. How many steps are between negative 5 and positive 5? And the second question is, which integer is 3 steps to the left of positive 1? That is it for today. Thank you for participating, children. Remember to join us for our next numeracy lesson as we learn more about integers. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, 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 teacher. Goodbye, children. See you next time.